I am tired. I am tired of the men that just don't go for it. They're just so scared. They think that they're gonna get rejected when it's like, bruh, like, just take a freaking chance. I am tired, sick and tired of this. Just come up to me and ask for my freaking name. Like,
yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at modern women just straight up being left in the dust by men. Don't forget to drop a comment, make sure you subscribe if you're new here, and let's just jump right into it.
I think about it is either I'm ugly, which is why guys don't talk to me, or I'm like too attractive that they're intimidated, which is why they don't talk to me. And I don't think I'm ugly, so I'm gonna go with option number 2.
Why aren't you guys approaching women anymore? Like, I was at a bar and everyone is in their own groups, not approaching strangers. Like, not one guy, not even just for me, not one guy went up to a girl and just started talking to her. It was so weird. And I'm like, how am I supposed to meet people?
They always ask why, but they don't want to hear the answer. They would rather just call men cowards.
Just society is changing a lot, and even when we see a guy out that we think is cute, a lot of times they won't even walk up to us because they're intimidated.
And I don't know,
and like that's weird to me because I don't know. I think that's part of being a female is you want to feel like you're being chased.
I feel like guys do the chasing and girls like I'm the tequila, not the lime. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to I'm not gonna chase. You know what I mean?
If she's quote-unquote tequila, then it means that she leaves you with an empty wallet and a massive headache. I would say that's the most accurate translation.
I am tired. I am tired of the men that just don't go for it. They're just so scared. They think that they're gonna get rejected when it's like, bruh, like, just take a freaking chance. I am tired, sick and tired of this. Just come up to me and ask for my freaking name. Like, okay, like, you get rejected. Like, I'm sorry, like, it happens to me. But just take a chance. Guys, just take a chance. Just get some confidence. Like, just take a chance.
It's not a fear of rejection, it's the fact that these women are unpleasant to be around, and men actually face some serious consequences if it turns out that the woman didn't want him to approach in the first place.
Like, I am trying to work so hard on my resting face. I don't know how to portray, like, single. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm single. I've been single for 2 years. I don't know what to do.
The solution was simple. All she had to do was just stop being unpleasant or stop demanding that men not approach her. But now it's too late. And honestly, it's just, these women, it's over for them.
No, most women are not going to have a happy ending. Feminism has lied to women, and there's an entire generation of women coping with the fact that most will be alone in the next 50 years. Yes. And the issue you get is all of these influencer women will come out saying they're so happy single. Most women are living paycheck to paycheck. They make about $35,000 a year, and a large majority are in debt. Women have so much debt. So what is going to happen to them in their old age?
Their retirement plan is to find a man to fund her lifestyle. It's not the smartest plan, to be honest, and most of these women will completely fail, but here we are.
Women make poor decisions and keep expecting men to bail them out. But one day, men are going to stop bailing them out, and we are going to see a huge rise in the number of homeless women. People might think I'm mean, but I am just not in the business of selling dreams. I won't do it. I refuse. Like, if I don't think something is likely, if I know that the chance a woman has is if unmarried by 35, actually, if a woman is single at 30, not in a relationship, she's actually more likely to not get married than to get married.
Modern women made their choice. Now they have to live with it for the rest of their lives. And honestly, I think it's rather funny. A little sad, but also very damn funny.
So at 30, if she has a boyfriend, her odds are a little bit better. But if she doesn't have a boyfriend, because on average, it takes men 3 years to marry you. So that's something as women we have to take into account. Yes, on average, it's going to take 3 years to convince a guy to marry you. So I'm just not in the business of selling dreams. At 46, it's probably over. I hope she has savings. And what I would do if I were her is I would figure out a financial plan on how to live the rest of my life alone.
Men aren't bailing out these women because there's no benefit to the man, only more headaches. If you bail out these women, they will try and rob you and take your money. They will divorce your ass. They will separate your family if you have one with them. Complete waste of time for men.
I would also look for a husband in the process and see what you can do. But I'm just not in the business of selling dreams. And I think that women are just sold a dream over and over again. God's timing. It'll happen. When really you have to put effort into making things happen.
The hard truth of the matter is there is no way for a lot of these women to actually be able to financially survive on their own, in my opinion. Like, so many of these women, they are so terrible with money, it's not even funny, guys.
Did you know that the Bible speaks more about an abusive wife than an abusive husband? We hear so much about the narcissistic, manipulative, controlling, abusive men towards women. And my heart goes out to all those girls that are in those relationships. But what about the woman that verbally rips apart her man on a daily basis? Disrespectful, nagging, criticizing, yelling. The Bible has a term for this. It's called a contentious wife. And she is more annoying than a constantly dripping, leaky faucet. It says a man would rather live on the corner of a rooftop than share a house with her. It's that bad.
Tragically, it is trendy to be a contentious wife. It's actually even celebrated on places like TikTok. Being a giant pain in the ass to your husband is something to celebrate, apparently. And then these women wonder why men don't want to get them rings anymore.
Listen, we've all been her at some point, but awareness is the first step. And you cannot let her take over your mouth and your relationship. You have the power to speak life over your man in a way that nobody else can. You have incredible influence over how peaceful your relationship is. If only you can tame your attitude, your tone, and your choice of words.
We have seen far too many men who have been spiritually broken by their wives. I don't think that's right at all. I don't think wives are there to, make a husband's life more miserable than it has to be. It's really sad.
He's not ignoring you. He's not cheating on you. He's not with someone else. He's not sitting there and liking other girls' pictures. He's not talking or texting to another girl. He is fucking tired. He is done giving his all. When he goes to work, someone needs him. When he comes home, someone needs him. His friends need him. His family needs him. Everyone fucking needs him. And he never gets a break.
It's crazy to me how if a husband ever takes a break, like literally ever, then that's the one moment everyone will just chime in and call him lazy.
He is screaming from the top of his lungs and no one can hear him to give him a fucking time out. He has to sit in that car before he even goes in to face you because he is mentally and physically fucking drained. And you are more concerned that he may be cheating. Where the fuck would he get the time to even do that? He's tired.
Men will try and find peace wherever they can, even if it's in a parked car on the driveway. It's that
or
simple.
had a bad one, she will not know how to love you, and she will not know how to receive that love either, because her blueprint for love is completely shattered and broken. A father is supposed to be the first love in a woman's life. He is supposed to be her first masculine safety, her first masculine protection. And when he is absent, when he is invisible at home, when he gives little to no attention to her, her nervous system learns one lesson. Men do not show up. Men do not stay. Men do not protect. Men bad.
The importance of fathers in children's lives has been diminished to a disturbing degree. Me personally, I think that fathers are very important to have around for children, but apparently in today's society, it doesn't matter if the father isn't there. Hey, why don't you break up the family anyway?
That doesn't just go away. That follows her for life. Your parents shape how you connect, trust, and bond. And if the bond is unstable, guess what? The love becomes unstable too. So what happens? Many of these women become hypersexual to get validation from men, but they never learn how to be truly feminine. They do not attract men with softness, peace, or stability. They attract them with their sexuality. Because guess what? Sexuality is fast. It hijacks your attention. It creates a chemical illusion of true connection. And also, sex triggers dopamine, which drives that craving and pursuit in the first place.
That is the quote-unquote spark that modern women really want, and that's why average men never stand a chance in reality.
Sex and intimacy also involve oxytocin and vasopressin, which are linked to bonding. So if she never learned safe love, she will chase intense roller coaster love always and use chemistry as a substitute for trust. And then you see the outcomes: divorce, multiple relationships, constant breakup cycles, using sex to heal arguments, and using sex to keep a man from leaving you. That is not love. That is called leverage.
Bedroom fun has been essentially weaponized against men for decades, and it has made things so much worse.
Ladies, hear me. Stop trying to win men with your body. Stop trying to control your relationship with sex. Build your femininity, build your peace, your self-respect, build your ability to be loved without testing, sabotaging, or performing. Take the time to heal, goddammit, because if sex is your main weapon, you will only attract men who can be controlled by it. And those men will never protect you. They just consume you.
Years of chasing Chad will do extreme levels of damage to modern women. It is a complete mess. Guys, if you encounter these women and they're like 35 and they've been chasing, Chads for like over a decade, it is never a pretty sight.
And men, hear me. Stop trying to save her with your love. Stop thinking that you can outperform a wound that she refuses to face. Watch her patterns, not her words. Does she bring peace or drama? Does she build or break? Does she respect you when she's emotional or not? If she cannot bond with manipulation, you cannot build a future with her. So set your boundaries, stay grounded, and always choose peace over passion.
If anything good has come from this, it's men taking back their peace from these toxic women. A lot of guys get out of bad situations from women and their lives actually dramatically improve.
Ways a narcissistic wife would treat her husband. Let's talk about it, because these women literally can be just as manipulative, controlling, and emotionally abusive as a narcissistic man. Number one, she is always going to be disappointed in you. Nothing you do will ever be enough. You can move mountains for her and she'd still find fault. She'll nag, over-explain, talk down to you like you're a child, and make you feel like you are the problem. That is emotional abuse in disguise, because her favorite weapon is your self-doubt.
Men shouldn't have to live in a world where everything is always their fault, especially when, let's be honest, men actually built everything to begin with.
Number two, she lives in this fantasy world where she swears she could have done better than you. You'll hear, "I should have married so-and-so," or "You're holding me back." Every insult is designed to chip away at your confidence until you literally start believing you're lucky she even stayed. Number three, she's going to strip away your connections. No friends, no support system, especially not a woman friend. Because if you have any people who remind you of who you are harder to control. So she'll mock you, mock your friends, guilt you out of socializing, or claim everyone is a bad influence except for her. Number four, you'll start feeling guilty for wanting intimacy with your own wife. She'll reject you, make sarcastic comments, and make you question your worth. That physical rejection is strategic. She's not just saying, "Not tonight." She's saying, "You don't deserve me." Number five, there's always a double standard. You question one of her friends, you're controlling. But she can trash yours all day long. That constant "you're the problem" narrative keeps you walking on eggshells.
Double standards are annoying enough as it is without a modern woman trying to use them to control you.
Number six, you are her emotional punching bag. Every unresolved trauma, every past heartbreak, she is going to take it out on you, sometimes financially and sometimes emotionally. She'll run up your credit card or sabotage something important and call it getting even. Number seven, she will control everything. The money, the decisions, the schedule. You'll start to feel less like a husband and more like her employee. She'll demand updates, question every move, and somehow make your paycheck her trophy.
The best part of all of this is she will try and control everything and then afterwards resent you for not being a quote-unquote leader, even though she never allowed you to lead in the first place.
And number eight, She will constantly threaten to leave. Divorce becomes her favorite manipulation tactic. It's her way of keeping you scared and submissive, because a man in fear is a man that she can control. At the end of the day, a narcissistic wife does not want a partner. She wants a servant. And the more you try to love her, the more she'll punish you for it.
Women like that won't rest until they have made your life a living nightmare from sunup to sunset.
Okay, so I hear thousands of complaints at this point in time that men refusing to marry women is now a problem. Ladies agree that this is a problem. Men are not really agreeing that this is a problem, because hear me out. I challenge any woman on the entire internet, because at this point, out of thousands and thousands of times this question has been asked over thousands of videos, not one has been able to provide an answer to this question. Name one benefit a man gets from marriage that he does not receive from a regular relationship.
If you ask a modern woman that question, all you'll get is an angry word salad as a response most of the time.
One benefit. Any one benefit that he cannot receive from a regular relationship. No woman has been able to answer this question because there isn't a single benefit that a man receives in marriage outside of that. And then they get upset because women are intrinsically born with their value. You guys start with value and it decreases over time. Men are born without value and we have to earn it over time, right? So as we get older, you guys start calling this the Peter Pan syndrome, where they don't want to settle down. The reality is they don't.
If we are going to be completely honest, marriage has been reduced to a complete con job where men risk everything and get absolutely nothing in return, okay? They get punished financially, oftentimes their families will get separated, women are encouraged to leave them, the list goes on and on.
They didn't start that way, though. Now, every time a woman cheats, leaves for nonsensical reasons, something like that, that dude is then going to see and react. Men cheat too, not nearly as frequently. This is well documented science at this point. Not nearly as frequently. Women are starting to build rosters of many, many men. There's always a plan B on, this is the dude I'm going to go with if something goes south here.
Let's not forget, okay, about the exit strategies that these women create before marrying the guy.
Men don't build up plan Bs. Women have this big construction in their head that men do exactly what they do. They don't. You are plan A, or you are not a plan at all. They don't bank on plan B, they bank on plan A. And so when plan A turns sideways, they now have to reorganize how to plan plan A.
It's rather insulting to have a plan B when it comes to marriages and dating. I don't think it's right, but so many of these women, they will line up dudes, in case things don't work out, or deliberately so that when things don't work out as they force them to, they can then go to these other men.
If women refuses to actually fully commit and get through hard times, and when there are hard times, they leave, I should not do the same. Right? What they're doing is they're copycatting. And when women do this, and if you give them the reverse role, okay, imagine you're a woman, just imagine, right? You're a woman, and you have earned all the income. We'll even say you have equal income, just to nail out all the things, right? Equal income, right? But if he decides to leave for whatever reason, he gets to take half of everything you have.
Modern wives only support divorce law when it benefits them. Any other time, guys, it is considered oppression.
He gets to take the children. He gets to take half of your money. Right? That's a woman go, I'd gladly sign a prenup. But they didn't want to gladly sign that prenup when it was the man who could lose shit. This is where you got to think about it. Why would you get married to a man if then the man decided to leave? He gets to take all of your shit, and then you owe him money for many, 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 many years. And he gets to take your children, and you don't get to see them. And then you're going to pay for the entire cost.
The funny part is how a lot of modern women will hear this and still say that it is the man's responsibility.
Right? You wouldn't get married either. Right? But that is how the system is currently set up. And so it's not a fact of that men don't want to get married. Men probably equally want to get married at first when they were younger. Women carry their value when they're younger. So if you're a woman and you're not getting married when you're younger, when you have value, you are translating into later on in life, you're like, oh, now I want to settle down. Now I'm ready. Let's find a man who's serious.
That's just it, okay? She's not ready. She's completely desperate, and she knows that she is running out of time. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.